we are back in Brooklyn's room and we're moving on to the walls. Something fun is we were testing out some paint swatches or paint samples from Home Depot, and we went with two colors called Fruit Cocktail and Funhouse. So the idea is that 3 of these walls will be this palish pink right here. Ooh, nice right there. And then the one accent wall will be this color, which is called Fruit Cocktail. I think it looks pretty good, but before we start getting painting and all that great stuff, I have to remove the screws. Well, at least there was a screw in the wall that I already took out. But also have some like picture hanging stuff up here because we did have a sign hung up. And I'm also gonna take off these curtains to make it a little bit easier for me. So let's get to it. If you want to do a good job, you better pay attention to the details. And when it comes to painting, it's all in the prep work. That's why I'm taking my time making sure that I dismantle everything and remove everything correctly. That way the paint has a good chance to adhere, as well as has a good chance to cure correctly. Now that I have the curtains off, I moved on to the picture hanging hooks on the wall. And thankfully I had my hammer around because that second hook was pretty hard to get off the wall. I think they painted this room pink at one time. Oh boy, it's gonna be hard to do with my phone. Hold on. I think they painted it pink at one point, which is kind of funny because we're about to paint it pink again. And with all of the covers off, I'm now moving on to these sunshades. My wife and I purchased these a few years ago, and they have been a lifesaver in keeping the house cool during the summertime. Alright, from here we're going to take my sandpaper, like a nice little sand block from Home Depot, and now I'm going to go around and I'm going to take out all the imperfections. If you look closely, it's kind of hard to see in the light, but there's some bumps in the wall. So I'm going to go around and just clean up the surface. That way it's nice and smooth. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is gonna be very boring to watch. For me, it was tedious. We spent a lot of time going over all of the walls just to make sure that there were no bumps or imperfections. And even after sanding, there were still a ton of bumps and imperfections. But progress is progress. case you're wondering, that is my lovely wife, my better half, and honestly, my rock. She is amazing. I am fortunate to have her in my life. As tedious as this is, I really want to take my time. I want to do a nice job. That way, again, the paint has a great chance of curing and adhering to the wall correctly. So hang in there. I'm almost done. Kind of. See, I'm about to go take a break and eat some dinner, but you can kind of see what's going on. You can really see it here. I'm not taking off the entire paint, just the stuff that's like bubbling up. So there's that. I'm gonna go take a break, eat some dinner. So my break turned into laying down on the couch after dinner, and then, well, we went to bed. As you can tell from my lovely bed hair, this is the next day. And again, spending tons of time making sure that the wall is sanded down correctly, but this time the lower half. Alright, I'm going to leave you alone now as I continue to finish sanding these walls. You can enjoy this lo-fi music. Finally, moving on to something that's not sanding. After I was finished sanding, I came back and put some spackle in all of the holes from the curtain rods and also from the picture hanging hooks. Folks, I appreciate you joining in. Please join me for the next episode where I show you what the paint looks like. I gotta be honest, it's very pink.